What's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports. Back into the video today, and today we're going to be talking about the New England Patriots potentially signing Joe Flacco this offseason. I think it's a very interesting potential signing to talk about. I mean, we've heard that the Patriots' plan is not with specific players. Well, there is one specific player with the quarterback position. Their plan is to trade Mac Jones, draft a quarterback with the third overall pick, or maybe that's trading down and they get a quarterback by trading down. I don't know. There's so many quarterbacks in this year's draft. That's the thing. You can trade down and still get a good quarterback. Although for the Patriots, I think their best decision would most likely sticking at 3 and drafting whoever's available at 3, whether it's Drake May or Jaden Daniels. Really, I like Jaden Daniels and Drake May more than I do Caleb Williams. I actually like a lot of these, the draft quarterbacks over Caleb Williams. I would even take JJ. Well, I'm not saying I'd draft JJ McCarthy over a guy like Caleb Williams, but I think Caleb Williams is a very risky pick. It feels like it feels like it could be one of the like a Tim Tebow thing where he comes to the NFL and just plays terrible. And I think another thing for me is, some of the stuff his dad has been saying it's been throwing me off as well, thinking that his dad might be a distraction in his playing career. But I really do like Jaden Daniels. I really do like Drake May as well. For those, to potentially draft those guys at third overall pick. But their plan is also to sign a veteran quarterback. Now, 3 names they're interested in: Gardner Minshew, the second, Jacoby Brissett, who has played for the Patriots before, was drafted by the Patriots, and Joe Flacco. So we're here to talk about Joe Flacco. I'm actually really excited to talk about this potential signing. I like this because Joe Flacco, he'd be coming in as the bridge starter. So that means Joe Flacco would be coming in as the starting quarterback for the Patriots next season and also as the mentor for the rookie quarterback. And at any time, Joe Flacco probably will lose his job to that rookie quarterback, whether it's Jaden Daniels or it's Drake May, or hell, maybe it's trading down and getting a guy like J.J. McCarthy, or it's trading up and getting a guy like Caleb Williams. I think all options are on the table with the draft, but I think the Patriots guy is Jaden Daniels. But I think they would also not mind adding in Drake May, but eventually that starting quarterback, that rookie quarterback would take over the job. But Joe Flacco, he's coming off a great season. I get for 5-game stretch. I mean, when was the last time we saw a quarterback have a great 5-game stretch and coming off their couch like Joe Flacco? And that's why he was the comeback player of the year. That's why he outbeat a player that literally died on the field, or literally died for a second on the field and then was put back to life in Damar Hamlin. That's why he beat Damar Hamlin for the comeback player of the year. Joe Flacco deserved that award. He came back after his career looked like it was completely over, no momentum, and the stats he put up with the Cleveland Browns in 5 games with 5 starts. He had a 4-1 record. The only game he lost was his first start as a Cleveland Brown. He threw 123 for 204, a 60.3 completion percentage with 1,616 passing yards in 5 games. He threw 13 passing touchdowns. Interceptions was a problem for him. 8 interceptions thrown in those 5 games, but still, for his age, nearly 40 years old, that's incredible. Nearly 1,700 passing yards in 5 games at like 39, 38, whatever he is. I think he's 38 or 39, but he's near 40. And honestly, I think New England would be a good place for him because I think that's one of potential landing spot for Joe where he has the chance to start. I saw something about how he wants to go back to Cleveland. I think it'd be interesting. A return to Cleveland would definitely make him and Deshaun Watson. That would make Deshaun Watson and him being on the same team. If Deshaun's healthy, that makes things a lot interesting in Cleveland. Would Deshaun still be the starter? Do you choose a 39-year-old Joe Flacco over Deshaun Watson, who you spent all this money on, you traded all the draft picks, all the first-round picks for him with the Texans, and then you drop him for a 39-year-old Joe Flacco. So, it'd be interesting if Cleveland re-signed him. I'm sure there are some other opportunities for Flacco where he can become a starter. I just think New England is one of those options where he can become a starter, but he might lose his job to a rookie. But it does give him a short chance to make a name for himself. Maybe, potentially, just throwing this out there, maybe potentially he starts off the season, he looks good, but eventually they give the rookie the chance, and maybe he looks so good to the point where at the trade deadline, teams are calling about Joe Flacco. I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe teams would be calling about Joe Flacco at the trade deadline. Let's say a quarterback goes down, and you have Joe Flacco as the backup because a rookie is now starting. That team might go out. There might be teams that could be willing to trade for Joe Flacco at the trade deadline, knowing what he did, for Cleveland last year after Deshaun Watson went down. So I think Joe Flacco would be a good signing for the Patriots as a bridge starter. Start off the year as a starting quarterback, be a mentor to the rookie quarterback. But honestly, a part of me thinks if the Patriots sign Joe Flacco, not only is he the bridge starter, but he's also the mentor. So I don't think the Patriots would want to let him go in a trade if they had calls about him at next year's trade deadline if this signing happened, because I'm sure they would want him to stay as a mentor to whoever they draft. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the potential signing in the comment section, and peace out.